Multiversus is so goddamn good, you guys. Now that I have that out of the way, we can finally start to talk about this game. Okay, so where do I even start with this? Multiversus just launched recently with its open beta, and I have been playing it ever since. I have not stopped. You can talk to anyone who knows me, they can confirm this. For those not in the know, Multiversus is a platform fighter in the veins of something like Smash Bros. Or Nick All-Star Brawl. Similarly to these games, this game is also a crossover, except this time we're crossing over multiple Warner Brothers properties like Scooby-Doo, Steven Universe, and DC Comics. The amount of Warner Brothers properties represented, in combination with the 2v2 system that the game seems to be pushing, actually creates a really balanced and interesting character roster. For example, you got support characters like Velma, who can still dish out some serious ass whooping. You got standard bruisers like Superman or Shaggy, or you can have some batshit insane characters like Tom and Jerry. One thing I love about this game is that there isn't like a stock generic character. Like the closest you get is maybe Shaggy, but even he has a fuck ton of moves that are just weird and interesting. And I love that. This is a cartoony studio. This is a cartoony selection of characters. They should be weird and wacky. I guess it would be good to mention some examples, so I'm gonna go with the most recently added character in the game, which is LeBron. LeBron is probably one of the most out there characters that has ever made it into a platform fighter like this, but I love how he plays. He has a bunch of moves that reference different things from basketball, but all of his movements have this weird cartoony flair to them from Space Jam 2, and it's just really fun to watch and play as. The game is honestly just very well balanced. I think there's only one or two characters that I would objectively say are better than the others, and even then, I can still go up against them and put up a fair fight majority of the time. Hell, I've even won matches against these, so I don't think there's any character who's just leaps and bounds out of everyone else's league. And even then, I don't think there's a single character that I actively dislike playing as. I haven't played as every single character yet because I definitely have my mains, but I do want to make an active effort to try and learn as many characters as possible because they're all just really fun to play. I don't really have a lot of major suggestions from a gameplay standard other than nerfing Superman. Only real complaints right now are in terms of content. There's not really much to do if you're just playing solo and you don't have an internet connection, which I know is a pretty niche case nowadays, but I still think some kind of single player mode would be fun. Not even necessarily a story mode, just some kind of classic mode, or maybe like an infinite tower of battles that you could try to get a high score on. Just something to give yourself a challenge. Another minor nitpick I have is the amount of stages, but since the game is still in open beta, I'm pretty sure we're getting more stages soon. Also, it'd be kind of nice to be able to pick your stage before the match starts. So that pretty much sums up my thoughts on Multiversus. I think I'll probably make one or two other videos on this game, coming up with some character ideas, or maybe just showing off some Harley Quinn gameplay. And with everything I wanted to say already said, let's just play a little bit more footage that I recorded for this video. Enjoy!
Shall we dance? You'll get a kick out of this one. This hammer ain't just for show, Toots.